Is a what's so called a test. Okay, this is a test recording, not the original one, just the freaking test. So what we're gonna do first is erase the goddamn whiteboard, just like that. All gone, all information about biology erased in a heartbeat. We cool now. So this whiteboard is actually my soul right now. So what we're gonna write first is how to get out of silver. How to get out of silver. And this is of course a question, so we're gonna add at the end of the sentence a question mark, just like that. How to get out of silver. So this video I'm gonna be just telling you the mentality of a gold player and above. You know? I'm not gonna explain the mechanics or the specific details about getting out of actual silver. I have 2 videos in the description below that you can check in your free time, so that you can actually know how to get out of silver in details. I'm gonna just talk about today's video about the mentality and the freaking psychology of it. So we're gonna explain between the brackets here, mentality, just like that, and a slash, of course, for the psychology. Right? Good. So the first thing that a silver player should know is anyone can get out of silver, but not everyone is willing to get out of silver. You know? What you should have first is the will. What is the will of getting out of silver? It means that you should be ready to spam ranked games every day. You know? You should forget about A-rounds, you should forget about normal games, about ranked flex, you should focus 100% on solo queue. Right? Good. And since I didn't write a script for this, I'm gonna have to take my time and wait for ideas. Should we be willing first to get out of silver, and then should know how easy or hard the task is gonna be, the difficulty of it. Okay? Now this needs an anecdote. I have a little brother. A little brother of mine was like 13, maybe 14 years old. He got out of silver in like no time. In one summer, he just spammed solo queue. He picked one champ, and that champ was Garen. Garen back in the time where he was when he was the OP champ, and he just started playing him in every match, in every game, you know. And he did it. And he did it. Now, a child, a kid of 14 years old could get out of silver. If you are 18, maybe 16, you should have more neurological combinations or connections in your brain. So, in a simpler manner, you are smarter than my little brother. For sure. If you are older than him, you should be cleverer than him. Not smarter in a intellectual way, but in a more of a manner of thinking in real life. You know, you should be smarter than a little kid. So if you are smarter than a little kid in just the real life issues, you should be handling more and doing more achievements than him in a video game, right? So the difficulty of getting out of silver from this anecdote of an example of my little brother should be more easy than you think. It's easier than what you think. The difficulty of getting out of silver is way below the freaking belt, you know. It's like easy to get out of silver, dude. You don't need to be smart, you know. I just gave you the example of my little brother. Plus, you just need to spam a few champion pool and to play around your KDA. It's just the KDA, dude. It's just the KDA. Your CS, your vision should be right. You should buy a control wise, etc. And I forgot one last thing. Okay, objectives, right? The objective for sure. And what did I miss? Something. One last thing about the thing is okay. I'll remember it later. I'll remember it later for sure. Now the last part of it is yes, the champion pool. Right? You should name your champions, you know. I did it by being a one-trick pony, but I'm not saying that you should be a one-trick pony too yourself. But you should have a smaller champion pool, you know. You can't play all roles. Just forget about playing all roles, dude. Just pick one main role and the other one you just play it like safely or something. You can max 2. Okay, the maximum roles that you should play in order to get out of silver is 2. 2 roles, you know. Pick 2, your favorite ones. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to be a mid laner to get out of silver. You don't have to be a freaking support to get out of silver. If you find the AD carry support thing just not achievable in silver, you're a good AD carry but you get bad supports all the time, you can switch roles, you know, you can become a top laner or a jungler or something. Getting out of silver needs you to focus on your mains, you know. You can't just pick all champions. Now I've talked to some friends of mine who are stuck on silver, right? And what they told me was that playing one champion or 3 maximum champions is not fun, you know? Not fun. I should focus very carefully on these 2 words, not fun. What you need to know that if you want to achieve something on solo queue, you should give up the fun in the game, right? The fun is in ARAM games. The fun is probably on flexing games where you meet with your friends and start speaking in voice chat and do crazy things. But in solo queue, you should not rely on your team. In solo queue, it's not fun. Solo queue is not freaking fun, dude. If you want to get out of silver, you should forget about the fun in the game. You should play the game, right? You should not play the freaking fun game, you know? You will not enjoy yourself in solo queue. Trust me. Trust me. Just prepare for you to be cheated. Just prepare for you to have teammates always. But you are better than them, you know? You are stronger than them. Trust me, dude. My little brother, how my little brother, the 14 years old little kid, actually got out of silver. He managed to get gold 2 last season, just playing that in. Because I was with him, you know? I was with him when he was playing. I just taught him the simple mechanics in those 2 videos that I explained last year, you know? But one thing that I played around was his psychology, you know? I just explained in many ways that silver is a dog shoot Elo, you know? Silver is just dog elo, right? You should know that. Because if you are actually embracing the silver elo, you know, you are high silver, you know, so you just freaking have a small ego around your bronze and iron friends that you are actually high silver, you know. You just enter a ARAM lobbies with a bunch of iron players and they see that you are a high silver and they just spamming pop. Wow, we actually have a silver player here. How did you become so pro this fast, dude? This is your first time, this is your first season and you are already high silver, dude. Congrats. No, you're a freaking bad player if your first season was silver. Mine was gold. And all other players around my elo now in low diamond and high plat were gold in their first season, dude. If you're not gold since your first season, you're probably never gonna make it to higher elos than diamond, dude. Trust me. I'm not saying that you should give up, but I'm not saying either that you should embrace the silver that you are right now, right? So you should know that silver is pretty much easy to get out of. Now with the bad teammates, right? The bad teammates. I always have bad teammates, dude. I'm gonna be showing you 3 simple tricks to minimize having bad teammates on your side. Okay? So the first one is checking them up in the lobby. Before you start the game, you should go to multi-search. And I've said it in those last 2 videos somewhere, that you should go to the op.gg multi-search and you should just copy paste there some of the names and see who is on a cold streak, yeah? Who is on a low streak. And when you find that person, you should dodge the game. You should dodge 2 times every day. 2 times per day. The first one you lose 3 LP. The second one you lose 10 LP. You know? More than that you will lose probably the same amount that you will lose when you actually play the game. So it's not worth it to dodge for a 3rd time in 1 day, in 24 hours. But what I'm saying is, you should always give up those 3 LP, dude. Because you are preventing your MMR from dropping down, you know? You are saving your MMR from being crushed. Sometimes even if you don't find a cold streak player, you just see their win rates. If their win rates was negative or 50%, you should not play with them. You know, should always dodge. The second trick is, should not play at night. Now, all the vast majority of my friends who actually what do we call that word? Actually complains about the bad teammates play around midnight. You know, it's midnight past that. So don't play at night. For real, dude. I've encountered many players who were drunk and they are playing, dude. And they're saying it in chat, I'm drunk. Just like that, in solo queue, at 2 a.m. Dude, why on God's green earth you are actually playing a solo queue game while you are drunk? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Wow, I'm playing drunk. I can't do anything, dude. I can't CS or anything, but yeah, I'm playing solo queue at night. I'm having fun. Like I said before, you should not have fun in solo queue if you want to get out of Silver Elo. Okay? Now Silver Elo is why. The third one is the third trick to minimize the the amount of bad players on your team is what? It's freaking what? Yeah, don't start pinging the question mark. Don't try to irritate them, okay? So silver players are crybabies. Silver players are crybabies. They are new to the game, or they are gatekeepers who are silver in their lifetime, like 4 seasons in a row or something. So you want to get out of there, you know? You should not point out their mistakes. You should not tell them how to play the freaking game. See, I had a friend of mine whose name was Eamon, you know? He was hashtag silver before I got into gold in a duo queue, right? So what the big mistake he was doing is telling people how to play. I will tell everyone how to do the exact same thing that is my mind. Telling people how to play the game. How to play. Now he was good, right? He was good. Even if I didn't do queue with him anymore in gold elo, he managed to stay in that same elo. So if he managed to stay at that same elo, he wasn't really boosted. I just helped them by minimizing the actual teammates he had, the actual bad teammates potential he had. So when he actually stopped telling people how to play, he started to actually see a big difference in his team, right? Not everyone, you should know that, not every silver is a bad player. You know, you are probably high silver. You are playing against goldies players, right? You are seeing yourself as a gold player. But you should also consider that other people, we can say half of them, or the majority of them, are actually want to get in out there, you know? They're just playing for getting better. So you should actually stop instructing people how to do their work. And you should just play for your KDA. See, I had read a post on Reddit. It was like last month or something. And there was this guy who was stuck in bronze his entire life. He was stuck in bronze his entire freaking life. And the only way he managed to get out of there was him playing for freaking KDA. And that's it. He just slash mute everyone each freaking game. He doesn't listen to pings. And this is what you should do. You should not listen to silver players' pings. You should mute pings. Mute pings. Just rely on your map awareness and rely on your instincts. If you are a good player, if you see yourself as a gold player, you will get out of silver without your teammates' pings. You know? Just slash mute all and mute pings and play for your KDA, dude. You should believe that you will one day, maybe not this season, maybe not the next season, but one day, if you try it very, very hard, you will actually overcome Silver Elo. You will. And trust me, the first time I did it was because I saw a friend of mine named Yusuf. And Yusuf just freaking hit gold Elo before us all, you know? And I just saw that kid. He wasn't smart at all. He wasn't clever at all. But he actually hit gold. And I was stuck in silver. And I was afraid, you know? I was afraid that I couldn't possibly do it. But when I saw him do it, I actually gained some courage, you know? So I could actually get out of there just by seeing a close friend of mine doing. So if you don't have league players on your friend list, I can be your idol, you know? I can be the one who got out of silver for you to do the same. It's me, dude. It's me, I swear. It was me. I just started at 27. probably in the late 2016. In 2016, I had a computer with like 10 FPS, 10 freaking FPS. And I got out of silver, I got out of gold, and I got out of platinum. And God only knows what I'm getting when I'm getting out of diamond, dude. And I will, trust me, I will. Because I have nothing to lose, you know. You should do the same. I know you have trolls on your team, you know. I know you have played around 600 games and you are feeling ashamed of that number of games that you played, but you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't be ashamed of that large number of games that you wasted in order to get out. I got out of gold in 1,000 games. The next season I got out in 30. Now can you compare 1,000 to 30? It's like nothing. It's nearly 0.3% of the entire experience. It's 0.3% of my last experience. This is how I got out. In this season I got out of gold in 30 games. The last one it was 1,000. It's like you don't waste time, you know. You should believe in that. You are not wasting time. You are not in the middle of some kind of a tunnel, you know. It's like, it's not endless, you know. A tunnel, a reasonable tunnel, okay? If you believe in that, your experience is actually being stuck in one tunnel, the tunnel should always have another end. This is a tunnel, right? You are in the middle of a tunnel. This tunnel is actually silver, you know? This is you. Okay? This is you. You are in the middle of a tunnel. If you want to give up, you will be a bronze. I know this is cringy, but trust me. Just bear with me. This is... I actually do a mild penis. A mild micro penis. I'm very sorry for that. So if you give up, you will become bronze, you know. And there's nothing to be ashamed of being bronze, you know. I'm not here to shame your rank. It's cool to be bronze, you know. I have cool friends in my real life who are irons and bronzes. I'm not saying that they are bad. I'm not saying that they aren't smart. They're probably clever than me. I had some very bad grades at school in mathematics and physics. So that doesn't make me as smart as if I was higher ranked than them in a video game, right? So if you give up, you will give up only from one tunnel, you know? When you give up, okay, let's say you are very tilted, you know? You give up on your dream of reaching goal forever. You are not getting out of a tunnel. You are just beginning another tunnel, no? Another tunnel. And this tunnel here is you being either iron or staying at bronze. It's just that. And this is like the rock bottom. This is the end of the freaking tunnel, you know? I don't want you to be here. If you are here, just unsub to my channel, dude. For real. So when you have nothing to lose, right? I'm just saying that this is the worst case scenario in your case, right? I'm not saying that you should be in this tunnel, but I'm not saying either that you will lose everything if you get here. You will not lose if you are here. This is like the tunnel of the persons who are so desperate that they have nothing to lose. This is the nothing to lose area. Okay? This is the nothing to lose area. Area 51. Okay? This is area 51. So being here means that you actually gave up on everything. You have nothing to lose and you have nothing to gain either from not playing. If you don't play here, if you give up on solo queue here, nobody will give a damn. You know, you didn't have a goal from the start. So what I want you to do is actually, why did I draw all these things? It's because I don't want you to be afraid of hitting bronze. You are silver now, but if you hit like bronze 1, trust me, you will get out to silver in no time. In no time, you know. Silver 4 is just equals bronze 1 and equals also silver 3. Like for sure. Just trust my words here. Bronze 1 is silver 3. You have nothing to be scared of, you know. I just want you to focus that all these things, our journey will begin from here. It will just begin from here. You will hit gold, no? You will. If you play like the maximum games that you can play right now, we actually have 110 days left. Okay? Let's say, for example, that you play 10 games every day. That's like 1K games. This is like the maximum. If you are a no-lifer, if you are a freaking no-lifer, if you are don't take days off from league, the maximum games that you can play right now from seeing this video and afterwards is 1K games. 1,000 games. And I want you just to focus on the very 300. Just give it 300 games. Just give it. Give it a shot. Play 300 games and try to be mindful in each and every one of them. I don't want you to spam mindlessly, you know. I want you to focus on each game and give each game its right focus, you know. Just give it 300 games. Listen to the 2 videos that I've made last year, you know. You should listen to every advice I said there. You should believe that you will overcome silver. Silver is an elo for people who are not pros, for beginners. Now this is like, I'm giving this example for you to understand very, very, very carefully. This is what I'm trying to do right now is preparing you mentally. You know, you should have the courage to overcome silver. You know, I'm not here to spam that bullshit on you, that coaching bullshit that you should go in front of a mirror and repeat, I am a gold player, I am a gold player. You should believe in yourself and be a gold player. No, I'm just saying that you should learn the freaking game. You should concentrate on your KDA, you should concentrate on your CS, on the basic stuff, you know, on the basic stuff. And one thing that I want you to do is actually evaluate your skills. I don't want you to be deluded, you know. I don't want you to be deluded by some wrong freaking ideas about yourself. See, I had these friends who would play custom games with higher elo players and start thinking that they are as pro as they are, you know. I had gold players who played against diamond elo players and beat them in a custom game, and they started saying, oh, I'm a diamond player myself. I'm just stuck here because I don't deserve it, because I have teammates. You should believe in that too, you know, but not 100%. If you are stuck in an elo, it's probably because you are not that good as you think. And this is a common mistake that people always do. They tend to think that they are more professional than they really are. And this is a good thing and a bad thing in the same way, you know. it gives you actual courage, you know? It gives you actual trust in yourself, but it also gives you delusions about your path, and it doesn't help you much in overcoming the real task, you know? So you gotta find a balance between evaluating yourself as being good and actually working to be good, you know? That's it. I think that's it. So there are a few tips to evaluate yourself, and it starts from a website called League of Graphs. Now this League of Graphs here is so cool. What you need to do is very simple. Excuse you, Mr. You should type your summoner name and you should see a graph, you know? And that graph you should compare to a silver player. It was like a CS or something, vision here. No, the creeps was here, the damage dealt per death was here or something. It was like a hexagon right there or something. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is hexagon. It was something here and stuff like that. And you can compare it with other heroes, you know? You should pick the Silver Elo and you should compare your graph with other players in the same hero, you know? This is like your graph right there. Let's say that this is your graph. If the CS is below the actual elo that you are in, it's because you are bad at CSing, not because you have freaking shooty teammates. It's because you are bad in CS, or bad at dying too much, or bad at vision. You know? You should give the vast excuse of being stuck in silver. Maybe for some players it's just the teammates, you know? But sooner or later they will get out. You know why? Because shooty teammates are not there for 100% of games, trust me. There are some mathematical chances that play around to create this random shooty teammates being on your team in the wrong freaking game, you know? The game that you get fed in, it's the one that you will have a bad teammates, you know? This is like chance. And you are not here to gamble. I'm not telling you that getting out of any elo is actually gambling. Wrong. And the best way to actually prove that gambling doesn't get you out of your elo is actually smurfers, you know? Why does the smurfer, when he's on your team, just freaking out 1v9 every freaking game from every role with every champ? Because he knows more than you do. You know, this is not gambling. I know that a big part of games are actually just coin flipping, you know? But I'm not saying that they are 100%. I'm telling you that even throughout bad teammates, even throughout the trolls in every elo from bronze to silver to iron, you actually overcame that, right? You overcame the trolls that were in iron. Okay, let's say that you are silver from the start. If you are silver from the start, you probably overcame, and you can overcome if you created a new account, all the trolls that are in bronze or in iron. And how you actually can do that is because you are better than them, stronger than them, smarter than them, you know? So you should not blame the bad teammates for every freaking game that you have, every bad game that you have. You should focus on your mistakes. I'm not saying that it's easy to get out of silver for you, because it's your first time. It's always the first time that is hard. The second one will be easy. If you get out of gold, and if you get out of silver for one season, for your first season, the next one you will get out of it in lesser games. So I'm seeing like I'm starting to repeat myself here, but I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to focus on your mistakes. And I want you to remember me, who started from Silver 4 to Diamond 4 in 2 years. And it's not only me, I'm not saying here to brag or something. I'm just telling you that I did it. And why shouldn't you do it yourself? If you didn't do it, if you think, you see, I had this player on my club, in which I shared a video about how to get out of goal, maybe the third part, and he told me in Darija that he was drunk. And what does drunk mean? It means blue. And blue here is not sad like in English. It means that he didn't actually know how to get out of goal. Even if he was told the information that he needs and the tips he needs. It's because he thinks himself as drunk. And there is nothing much you can do about it. He is drunk from the start. No, you are not drunk. You are just trying to be drunk. You are just trying to be the victim here. You are not a victim. Just trust me. You are not. When you find my channel, you actually search for it, right? When you click at this video, you actually wanted to improve. If you are following my words until now, until the exact same moment, you actually wasted time from your life to actually learn. And when you took this potential, when you took this initiative, you actually not a drunk. And this is how what I'm saying it. Believe that you are not blue in Moroccan way, and you should get out of silver in like no time. Just give it 300 games. If you didn't do it in 300 games this year, just wait for the next one, dude. It's not like the end of the world. You will, in this season, or the next one, or the next one, one day you will get out. Okay? This is all what I need to say. And that's it. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. And if you did, don't forget to actually subscribe and share it. And see you on the next one.